She don't wanna cry no more, fantasize how to die no more. She would rather fly, be gone, but she's stuck in the world with surroundings flawed. And everybody pointing their fingers, but they don't never look in the mirror. Or take a good look at a picture, and try to put yourself in the frame. Turn a negative to a positive, and that's what you call developing the pain. Had enough of no good niggas. Now she laying down with agenda. From the bottom of the block, she's trying to see the top, but soon it all falls like Jenga. From the bottom of the block, she's trying to see the top, but soon it all falls like Jenga. Love don't live here, been there. Too many times, don't pretend here. Try to gain trust through lust, but she cuts through the nuts, do fucks like fuck. Red bottoms in the bag ain't much. When she looking in the mirror and she don't see much. Just a made up face and the tears start flowing in her heart just breaks. When she thinking of her daughter, innocent pure, but her steps been ordered. Make her wanna forfeit thoughts, we get morbid. Reality's torture, price on peace, and you just can't afford it. And she fall to her knees, screaming, God help me please. As she throw her hands up and her eyes come down and the tears start flowing, she screams. Sorry for that pain you hold. I just want to reach your soul. I know it's easier said than done, but it's easy to quit and it's harder to strive. I'm right by your side, down for the ride. Just turn me loud, hit me out. My words of love to pick you up, to turn you around and make you smile.
In the thunder and rain, you stare into my eyes. I can feel your hand moving up my thigh, skirt around my waist, all against my face. I can feel your lips. I recognize your fragrance, hold up. You ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis. I'm saying poetic justice, poetic justice. If I told you the flowers bloom in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you, to you. Anytime you can get it, you can get it. And I know, just know just what you want. Poetic justice, put it in a song, alright. Anytime you can get it, you can get it. And I know, just know just what you want. Poetic justice, put it in a song. I really wanna know you all, I really wanna show you off. Fuck that, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girls and curled up in an itty bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party, she wanna go and party. Don't approach her with that, it's alright. That a good game, homie, sorry. I say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I can't write my wrongs unless I write them down for real, alright. Anytime you can get it, you can get it. And I know, just know just what you want. Poetic justice, put it in a song, alright. Anytime you can get it, you can get it. And I know, just know just what you want. Poetic justice, put it in a song, alright.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. What? Let's go. Trapped in a dream, Luther King, it's a nightmare. Me against the world, I don't fight fair. A couple months in the dark for them light years. Living life on the edge, no fear. Feeling like a slave with all these chains on me. The roads are cold, stay warm even when it's sunny. Gotta wake up for the money to sleep in the bank. Imagine getting chauffeurs, sleeping in the back. That's that lifestyle, or better yet, a dream come true. Might need 10 socks just to walk in my shoe. Me, myself, and I is the one and only crew. And girls love us, that's why they want to roll with us. I think they love us, that's why they want to roll with us. Wanna talk like us, that's why they want to roll with us. Wanna look like us, that's why they want to roll with us. Wanna be like us, that's why they want to roll with the click, 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 click. That's why they want to roll with the click, 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 click. That's why they want to roll with us. Like a bakery, it's do-re-mi to the bank. 2 meanings to a punchline, how's about that? In case you didn't know, I'm singing to the bank. Falsetto, so ghetto, born rebel. I switch up flows, is yours rental? I'm way cooler than the other side of your pillow. A hot-headed, short-breaded, broke fellow. I never mind, but no mind is no bueno. They're telling me I'm getting deeper like my name is shallow. They'll say hello, hello, but they ain't speaking money language. If I ain't hearing money, then you must be talking garbage. And girls love us, real talk, they pay homage. Now come on, I think they love us, that's why they want to roll with us. Wanna talk like us, that's why they want to roll with us. Wanna look like us, that's why they want to roll with us. Wanna be like us, that's why they want to roll with the click, 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 click. That's why they want to roll with the click, 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 click. That's why they want to roll with us. I'm suicidal with the bars, rappers kill yourselves. I jump on any track and make a verse kill itself. I'm a psycho, a hot-headed honcho. I run this, you can never walk in my jungle. You can never walk in my jungle. You can never walk in my jungle, I run this. You can never walk in my jungle, You can never walk in my jungle, I'm a king. You can never walk in my jungle. You can never walk in my jungle, I run this. You can never walk in my jungle. You can never walk in my jungle. Kill him one time, told these rappers getting light. Hurry up, time is money, I don't think you know the time. Let me kill him one time, told these rappers getting light. Hurry up, time is money, I don't think you know the time. Look, it's mind over matter, in my mind it don't matter. You might feel important, but you do not matter. I bring an end to you like the last day of December. Smile, you're gonna have your picture on the shot. Unemployed, better hurry, cause you know I got that work. I'm in love with one night stands, tired of being hurt. I can only go up, bringing me down will never work. At the bottom, so really bringing me down will never work. I'm getting deeper like my name is Shallow. They say hello, hello, but they ain't speaking money language. If I ain't hearing money, then you must be talking garbage. And girls love us, real talk, they pay homage. Now come on, I think they love us. That's why they want to roll with us. Wanna talk like us. That's why they want to roll with us. Wanna learn like us. That's why they want to roll with us. Wanna be like us. That's why they want to roll with the click, 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 click. That's why they want to roll with the click, 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 click. That's why they want to roll with us. That's why they want to roll with us. That's why they want to roll with the click, 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 click. That's why they want to roll with the click, 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 click. That's why they want to roll with us.
Welcome to this week's episode of Hump Day Romance. I'm your host, Zeus. This week's topic is about one of the most important group of people this country has ever seen. Throughout history, these people have thrived to help make this country a better place. And without them, honestly, we would be nothing. Who am I talking about, you ask? Hoes! Hoes help make us better people. Fellas, think about it. Hoes help us because they help keep our girls on their toes. Our girls know if they slack off, there's a hoe right there waiting to take their man. So therefore, it makes our girlfriends stay on their toes. Ladies, hoes help you as well. Hoes help you because they help expose your man for who he really is. Therefore, you're not marrying a guy that you think is faithful 10 years down the line. The only problem with hoes is they have a bad reputation. No one wants to wife them. And once you're labeled as a hoe, that stays on your background. This really bothers me because we have rehabilitation centers for people with alcohol problems and drug abuse problems, but there's no type of center or program or boot camp that hoes can go to become respectable women. Until now.
My name is Major Hugh G. Rexha. This is my assistant, Stanley, with a C. You are all here because you have been labeled as pole smokers, knob slobbers, and cunts. I have 8 weeks to turn you semen demons into reformed women. What was that, Cadet Camel Toe?
Nothing, sir.
You plotting on me, Hope?
No, sir.
Well, let me tell you something, Toe. Let me tell you all something. Hoes have made me very paranoid. And when a man get the wife in the hoe, it make my systems all jack up. And I get the urge to kill. Do you understand me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Do all of you understand me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Move out.
I said that you's a hoe. You's a hoe. You's a hoe. You's a hoe. entities with whole tendencies. Hoes are your friends, hoes are your enemies. With whole energies to do what you do. Blue what you blue and screw what you screw. Y'all professional like DJ Clue, pulling on my coattail. And why do you think you take a hoe to a hotel? Hotel everybody, even the mayor. Reach up in the sky for the ozone layer. Come on, player, once a hoe, always. And hoes never close, they open like hallways. So here's a hoe cake for your whole crew. And everybody wants some, cause hoes gotta eat too. Use a hoe. I said that use a hoe. Just face it. Use a hoe. Use a hoe. Use a hoe. I said that use a hoe. Can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Hoes don't act right. It's hoes on a mission and it's hoes on a crack pipe. Hey ho, how you doing? Where you been? Probably doing.
Yeah. We're doing this one for all the ladies.
I don't know what I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
What type of man would wife a hoe?
What type of man would wife a hoe?
Used to spit while giving brain.
Used to spit while giving brain.
Nowadays I keep the change.
Nowadays I keep the change.
Sound off.
1, 2,
Sound off.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Wife me.
At the end of the day, we all have past. Who we decide to mess with and what we perceive as a hoe is pretty much on the individual. So therefore, it's really on you of what you can deal with and what you can't deal with. I'm your host Zeus, and this has been your weekly dose of Hump Day Romance.
Crazy.
crazy. Can't stay away from you, it's impossible. It's impossible to hey. It's emotional suicide. I decide to stay, baby. Every time I get up the nerve to leave, I crash and burn. This love is hazardous, it's no good for us, baby. But no matter what you do, I keep coming back to you. Don't know what you do to me, I'm like your love junkie. I can't get you out of my veins. Can't get you out of my veins, but I don't wanna leave. Something takes a hold of me, I can't go back. Feels like without you I can't breathe. Don't understand what's happening. Somebody call me a doctor. Feel intoxicated when you're around. You make me say, oh, baby, baby, baby. You know you drive me crazy. I can't stay away, even though I know you love me. I can't control it, baby. Oh, baby, baby, baby. You know you drive me crazy. I can't stay away from you. It's impossible to do if I wanted to. Hey.
It's the orchestra.
My city got more murders than yours. My hood got more killers than you. My block got more drug dealers than you. And it's the type of shit that niggas really think is cool. They telling on themselves, look at their Instagram pictures. Posing with guns, rolling weed, blowing swishers. Sipping hella syrup, drinking hella liquor. And it's the type of shit that niggas really think is cool. We salute the drug dealers but look down on drug users. When both are the problem, there's no hope for the future. We brag of incarceration like that deserves congratulations. We have welcome home parties but neglect those that's graduating. We drink poison, smoke death, snort ether, shoot evil. Fabricate about our wealth and willing to die for dead people. Fake love for fake thugs, shiesty ones should beware. As soon as we lose a loved one, we just add them to our swears. Like, swear on Lil J, nah, swear on Baby T. But I swear these swears really don't mean anything. Just an escape from the lies and the harsh realities, and a constant reminder about the constant casualties. See, we claim to be brothers, but kill one another. Can't love thy child when child don't love thy mother. Can't love thy son when son don't love thy father. Ain't nobody listening, man. Why should I even bother? My city got more murders than yours. My hood got more killers than you. My block got more drug dealers than you. And it's the type of shit that niggas really think is cool. They telling on themselves, look at their Instagram pictures. Posing with guns, rolling weed, blowing swishers. Sipping hella syrup, drinking hella liquor. And it's the type of shit that niggas really think is cool. Was watching World Star the other day, seen a 2-year-old that smoked. In my city the other day, a 2-year-old got smoked. Black people praise the preacher like Roman Catholics praise the Pope. Church house or crack house, whichever one gives you hope. Obama won again, so now they saying 2 terms. But long as we earn for 2 chains, no one really has concerns. That's no diss to Titty, that's my brother 150. Just the mentality of the youth is all bad in my city. Hurts my heart to see the news. As a people we confused. How does a man lose his life waiting in line for some shoes? Like $150 is life's value. Like 25 to life for some Nikes is now cool. Man, it's hard in the ghetto. Man, this life's not smooth, but leave it up to us, you'll think this life's cool. Like
niggas getting high, blowing weed in the swisher, sipping on syrup, getting drunk off liquor.
My city got more murders than yours. My hood got more killers than you. My block got more drug dealers than you. And it's the type of shit that niggas really think is cool. They telling on themselves, look at their Instagram pictures. Posing with guns, rolling weed, blowing swishers, sipping hella syrup, drinking hella liquor. And this the type of shit that niggas really think is cool. They say, Fab, you fell off, bring back the yellow bus. I say, okay, I'ma bring back promotion of the drugs, the death and the violence, the bullets and the guns, the misguided message, the waste of righteous tongue, the fuck tomorrow attitude, the malice and the ruin, the what am I doing, just wasting my influence, the carefree, 23, young fly me. Nah, I'm cool, thanks to my daughter, Liberty. My city got more murders than yours. My hood got more killers than you. My block got more drug dealers than you. And it's the type of shit that niggas really think is cool. They telling on themselves, look at their Instagram pictures. Posing with guns, rolling weed, blowing swishers, sipping hella syrup, drinking hella liquor. And it's the type of shit that niggas really think is cool.
Hi, I'm Andrew from Creative Guitar, and I received an email in from Sean, and he was saying, I just finished watching your music business video series, and I was wondering if you could do a follow-up video that covers the most common initial mistakes that are made by those people that are just getting started in the music industry. So thanks for the question, Sean. I'm going to do my best to try and answer this real short and sweet, because the music videos that I did, the music business videos, pardon me, that I did, they were very thorough. They covered quite a bit of stuff, and I think it was about 3 or 4 of them that I produced overall. But I thought about it a little bit. It's been a few months since I did that, and I thought maybe I should do a follow-up, and I came up with an idea of 3 points that I thought would be really good for just general music business, music industry jobs and career directions, and then a couple of points that would just be mainly directed at artists and performers. So number one, I thought of this idea that I see quite often of people jumping into the music business as a career, but they're trying to hold down a day job, to keep up with their bills and so forth. Which, I mean, if you have commitments, you have commitments. But the problem really that I see is I just don't think that you can do it. I think you have to quit your day job, and you basically have to have the whatever 40 or more hours in a week available. That the day job would obviously suck up, and that equates to just really too much time gone from each of your days in order to properly build a music career. I mean, you're going to need those hours to practice and to write music and to record music and to prepare for gigs and go out there and pursue gigs and just the overall practice that you need and the development that you need going on. I mean, simply, in a realistic sense, there's no time for any kind of a day job in your life. You're just going to have to devote so many hours, to promoting yourself, especially in your act. If you have a stage act, I mean, it's just unrealistic to think of you being able to hold down a day job and do all that. It's just too much time gone from your week. The second point has to do again with the online stuff. I did devote quite a good deal of the music business video series that I did to the online aspects of the music career and music industry. But I've even just in the last weeks that I've just been surfing new artists and stuff that's come into the studio here that I've looked at by new artists, and I'm on a few mailing lists for different organizations, and I've gone to different websites, and I just have been blown away by out of date information that they have posted on there, and websites that are incomplete or half built with pages that are under construction or coming soon. I'd really recommend it if you don't have your pages finished on your site. Just don't even post the site live or advertise that you have a website. I mean, incomplete websites, they just look very amateur and unprofessional, especially websites that appear to be half built. I went to one website where the site wasn't even really operating. It was just like an index page that had extremely out of date information from months and months ago, and I just couldn't believe it that they had that in a biography press release that I had come through here. So there's that aspect, and then there's also if I hear of a new artist and I'm trying to find out a little bit about what they sound like, if they get a little bit of press on television, or if I stumble across a YouTube video by them or something, I want to sometimes hear a little bit more. And I'm shocked sometimes by these artists or bands that have really no social media sites up and running. It just blows my mind. I think you really have to have a MySpace artist page, create a Facebook fan page, have a Twitter account, make postings every once in a while. Definitely have a YouTube channel. YouTube's just huge. It's one of the most popular sites on the internet. Even make a video blog, go up and do something and talk about whatever you're into that week, and post those videos on YouTube right after you do them on a weekend. If you do a gig on Saturday night, post it on Monday. You develop a decent fan base and a good subscriber base off YouTube that way. Do covers. I've seen some YouTubers get literally tens of thousands of hits and build a huge subscriber base by just basically playing a few cover tunes every once in a while. People are always looking for cover tunes, and if they like your voice and your style, they'll probably subscribe to your channel and take up more of an interest in you. So those are the first two, and the third one, that's kind of the general one again, is what I see in biographies. I just read a couple of biographies over the last several weeks, that sort of came through here, and I guess these are going out to everybody in the music business. I guess they go out to television and radio and wherever. But the thing I see in artists, billing themselves or their album or their band as something that it really isn't. Calling yourself, especially one of the most recognized or sought after, one of the most influential bands or groups or artists. This idea of saying the most or the best or the greatest in the nation, or even I saw one, honestly, that it's sort of I never heard of this artist before, but it says something about how they're like internationally recognized or acclaimed, and I thought, I tried to even search for them on Google and there was nothing. It didn't. I just couldn't even believe it that somebody would write something like that. You really have to think about what you write and make statements that make you look like you're. Like you want to be taken seriously. It lists what you actually are doing and what you have been up to. You've got let's say you're a freelance piano player and you do projects and gigs with people. Write that into the bio. Write the fact that maybe you have a couple of CDs that you've worked on with others, and maybe you have a CD of your own out, or if you play with a known group and maybe you're going to be doing some promotional material drop-offs to local radio stations or some news outlets, whether that be newspapers or perhaps local television stations or something like that. The people that work in these music industry related directions, they keep their eyes and ears open to new artists and to what artists are playing gigs around town. So they'll know if you're being unrealistic or inaccurate in what you're saying about who you are and what you're doing in the industry. So really try and keep that down to a bare minimum of like exaggerating claims is, I guess, what I'm saying. Just be realistic about what you state in the bios and press releases that you make, because billing out yourself as one of the most recognized or sought after or influential, this kind of in the nation or the world, or this kind of stuff, it just sort of makes you look quite foolish. So certainly don't do that. One of the main groups I think that new artists should really focus on trying to, if you want to say, for lack of a better word, impress or have people take notice, is your peers. People that are working in the business. Now, some musicians in cities who are making very good livings, they're kind of unheard of people. They're not household names around the local community, but they're definitely serious players in the music business. And you have to kind of realize that a lot of these people have been involved in the business for many years, a couple of decades sometimes, like 20 years or more. So try to keep things very realistic in the biographies and the press releases that you make and what you post, of course, on your websites and so on. Now let's move over to information that's more exclusive, I would say, to artists and performers. The first one would be what I see quite often is new artists, new performers, just basically not getting enough gigs, not playing enough rooms around town, and not really hitting the road and playing enough gigs out of town. I think if you're a new artist, within the first 6 months to 8 months, you really got to hit the road and do a great deal of traveling. You may want to look into renting some type of a tour bus, or maybe even though that can be very expensive. What I've seen lately, one of the students around here, what him and his band did, which I thought was kind of interesting, is they all had taken a loan out together. I guess they had some co-sign stuff going on with their parents, and they purchased like a motorhome. I think they paid about $30,000 for it, and I thought it was just a brilliant idea. it's a nice, it's an older, rig, so hopefully it doesn't break down on them too much. But I mean, that aspect too, going and doing a bit of tour and, the flat tires and, the motorhome or the van or whatever it is breaking down, it's all part of the whole experience. I mean, it's just going to happen. You have to get out there and make contact with people in other cities and play other venues across your country and cross the border and go into another country. I mean, I'm here in Canada, so I mean, lots of bands, will go over the border and play some of the states, stateside, and I mean, that's kind of important. I mean, one thing involved with this I've recently seen on YouTube, which I think is just really cool, is people filming their tours along the way and then posting on YouTube every couple of days, where they're at. And so I thought that was a really neat idea that you did doing that type of filming for you and posting on YouTube anyway. But I think it's just vital that if you're going to pursue some type of an artist or performer career, you have to basically get out there and play a lot more than just, let's say, in your hometown. I mean, if you're playing 1 or 2 gigs a month in your hometown, I mean, you're not really pursuing a career. I mean, you're just basic. You got to be realistic about it. You're involved with music as a hobby, if that's sort of where you're at, and it's not really going to generate much of a fan base or career base of just sort of jamming out in your hometown like that. So the next one, or the last one I should really say, is just basically some sobering advice for the older crowd trying to get into the music business, because this is something that I do see, and I guess it's older people maybe in their 30s, mid-30s, or whatever, maybe there's a midlife crisis or something going on, and they decide to spend a lot of money and pursue some type of an album release or start any way of a music career, throwing a lot of money at this as a business, it's really not the right thing to do. You basically, let's say you dump, $25,000, $30,000 into, getting a CD, paying a studio, getting photography, getting websites created, paying graphic designers, and if you don't have a band, paying musicians and doing all that self-promotion and hiring people to help you along the way. I mean, it gets awfully expensive, and you just really don't see any kind of return on investment unless you literally quit your day job and you pursued it, like crazy. But then again, how do you pay those bills off that you have? Obviously, if you're an older adult in your 30s or mid 30s or whatever, I mean, most of the time you have some kind of rent to pay, and you've got utilities, and you've got food that you got to pay. I mean, if you're younger, if you're 19 or 20, I mean, a lot of times younger people I see getting into the business, they're still living at home, and they can devote a great deal of time, especially if they have a lot of support from their parents or whatever. And I mean, those are the people that probably 5, 6, 7 years down the road, they're really going to be doing quite well for themselves, because they had all that time in the beginning, and they didn't really look at it as soaking a ton of money into it and hoping for some kind of great payoff in the end. Of course, there's always that side of it. If you're independently wealthy and you have the means to spend money that will never bring back much of a return. In other words, if you literally can afford to just throw money out the window at a music career, then sure, all the power to you, but if most people don't have that, so I mean, you really have to kind of rethink this business if you're a little bit older. Anyway, those are sort of overall top 5 points that I thought I'd answer for Sean's question. And hopefully other people out there found it interesting too. Like I said, it's been a couple of months since I actually made those music business videos that I posted online. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you in the near future. Until then, take care. Goodbye.
Hey guys, yeah, let's have a little bit of fun with this one. Hey little mama, ain't gotta ask me if I want to. Just tell me, can I get a lie? Roll you up and run through. I can always see the farther side when I'm home. I don't wanna ever come down off this kind of love you. Now you got me hooked up on it. So I'm on the city, baby. So go to be my dinner, baby. All I want is you, baby. One more time. So I'm on the city, baby. So good to be my dinner, baby. All I want Since you came around, I've been living a different life. I don't wanna come down, cause this love I got on high. People call me a user, but I want you to go on and use me too. Nothing else will do. It's you, baby. Yeah. You got me hooked on. So I'm on the city, babe. So gonna be my dinner, babe. All the world is you, just you, yeah. I'm on the city, babe. So gonna be my dinner, baby. All I wanna be you, babe. I want you, baby.
When everything's on the line, each step is crucial. Blood, sweat, and tears for this moment, grinding as usual. But not to be taken lightly, believe me, nothing about it came easy. You see, I've been through too much to not have a purpose. Long days followed by restless nights, feeling worthless. Trying to remain focused while playing the cards that I was handed. So to God be the glory, I'm still standing. Life wasn't in vain. I see the profit of my pain. Now I'm on this flight to success with the one-way ticket. No round trips, only the timid pivot. This gift is God-given. Breathing life into every line, I put my heart in this mission. With struggle gas in my ambition, fear can't stop me, 'cause God got me. I'm going.
Ticket to my first flight. I'm feeling nervous, but everything feels right. They got your boy boarding first class. I could feel it in the air like Phil said. But there ain't nothing gonna stop me. If I don't board this plane, it might just leave. I couldn't imagine missing this flight, losing everything I worked for in the long nights. You see the grind goes on. This song's for anybody got a dream and all. They tell you you can't do it, then you show them you it. That's a made man move, you don't hold them spit. But then they'll sit around and act like they done helped you win. But the most they ever did was always help you spin. And then get mad when you tell them kick rocks. That's why I'm boarding this plane, I'm about to take off.
And I'm gone, like I'm really gone. Like there's no coming back now. I'm so high, I'm never coming down. And I'm gone, like I'm really gone. Like there's no coming back now. I'm so high, I'm never coming down.
So I'm feeling good up in the air. First ride on the plane, I ain't even scared. I could think about what grandma said. Son, go and get the money, don't be ever scared. So I smile and turn the music up, taking pictures of everyone like I'm starstruck. Thanking God that I'm getting there. Overlooking all the BS just to get me here. I lost a lot of friends, I didn't care. The main one's still around, I'm trying to get us there. They keep me focused and they tell me right. Them the ones you need around you till you say goodnight. This game is crucial, it can take your life. That's why I'm following my dreams and I'm doing right. Without y'all, there's no me. I love you fans, truly, ma.
And I'm gone, like I'm really gone. gone, like there's no coming back now. I'm so high, I'm never coming down. And I'm gone, like I'm really gone, like there's no coming back now. I'm so high, I'm never coming down.
It's been an hour and I'm almost there. I can feel it all change in my atmosphere. The man next to me said, is you ready? I looked back at him and said, homie, I'm born ready. So now I know it's either now or never. Hard work paying off, I'm feeling so much better. I got so much on my mind, I ain't even see the time fly by. So many people on this plane, that's why I took this flight. Everybody got a dream, I tell you follow it right. Put God first and everything align right with it. Let me grab my bags and make my way and shine right with it. I almost lost everything in a matter of minutes. Seconds flew by, I seen my life fly right with it. No lie, that's why I grind hard till I'm finished. I know a happy ending at the end and I'ma get it. Mafia.
And I'm gone, like I'm really gone, like there's no coming back now. I'm so high, I'm never coming down. And I'm gone, like I'm really gone, like there's no coming back now. I'm so high, I'm never coming down.
I was a singer in church. I was the go-to soloist. My father was the pastor, so therefore it was kind of like, it wasn't asked, it was just automatic. And I didn't recognize that there was anything different about my voice or the things that I like to do as far as writing until I was about 9 years old. And it started off because I was intrigued by the fact that my aunt would go out, she would buy a crown, trophies, all this stuff, and one person would take it all home. So I decided I wanted to be that one person, and I began singing The Greatest Love of All at every function. And I'm very proud of the fact that I never lost. But I started singing The Greatest Love of All, and at 11 years old, I did a talent show in downtown Atlanta, which is not too far from where I'm from. And I met Dallas Austin, who actually brought me to New York, and I sang in front of Clive Davis, not knowing exactly who he was. I didn't like being on stage. I liked being in the mix because I had never been in that element. So I walked through the boardroom, I tapped shoulders, I sang in faces, I rolled my neck, snapped my fingers, and Clive said, I want her. And at about 19, my life changed because I experienced 3 deaths back to back. A suicide that I witnessed, then my grandmother passing from cancer, and a cousin that I'm only about 2 years younger than died of an aneurysm after us hanging out one day. And that is when I began to write. The early part of my career, I never attempted writing because I was 12 years old when I made my first record. So I was never interested in writing songs at the time. I always liked to come in and hear what they had for me, and I would just pick the songs. And after that, my form of writing came about in a very strange way. I started writing poetry because I didn't like keeping a journal because I would look at how sad I was in those moments. And so my poetry I started to share with different writers and producers, and all these poems began to be songs like Still Standing and all these other records that I ended up recording. So I kind of walked into different phases at different ages because I was so young when it all began. So now, as I go in and I work on different things, I work on different records or whatever it may be, I sit down, I create some of my poetry, I do somewhat of a journal, and then I go to the person that is actually producing the song, and we create whatever the element of it is. But for me, I honestly thought that I was going to either work at a funeral home because my godfather owned one, or I would be a CSI. I really thought I wanted to be a crime scenes investigator. So singing was just something that I thought I was doing because I liked, you know, it was a $1,000 cash prize the night I was discovered and was signed. My objective was the $1,000 prize. Of course, at 11, that sounds like it can change the world. I can change the world with that, right? So for me, I just kind of walked into different phases of my career throughout my life as things have transitioned, and now at 31, and I look back, everything that I do has had this meaning that was kind of the unknown thing for me. I would say get out of your own way. I used to do that a lot. Sometimes we overthink the obvious, and I think sometimes with music, because it is a universal language, you don't have to do so much overthinking in a certain area. It should come natural, it should feel natural. And also, this is a little bit weird, but something I realize is very mandatory, especially when he was talking about publishing and things of that nature. Find a good lawyer. A good lawyer is so key, unfortunately, now in what we do. I have to go to sessions with split sheets in the bag. We had never done that before until I had a record, which equates to checks, held up because somebody is arguing a percentage for over, the song was 3 years old, and it was preventing monies that could have been coming in. So I would say that's one element when you look at the other side that we spoke about earlier. That's one thing, but the other side is get out of your own way. We're all predestined to be who we're going to be. So the journey is already, the steps have been ordered. You're just walking in the path.
What's good, family? It's your boy Young Loc. We're here with Ghetto Gourmet. You feel me? Where you take a little bit of money and give you back a lot of flavor. You feel me? Today we're gonna do our first dessert here on Ghetto Gourmet. You feel like a thug can't never get dessert, cuz you tripping on the set, cuz you feel me? Thugs need dessert as well. Take a little bit of money, a little bit of ingredients. We're gonna give you some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You feel me? Not the cereal, but it's even better than the cereal. You feel me? On the set, like on Everything I Love. You feel me? Cuz this is the best dessert you ever gonna get. You feel me? So what you gonna need is a piece of bread. Here, you got a piece of bread. We got some butter that we stole from 7-Eleven. You got the big knife, you feel me? We always use the big knife at Ghetto Gourmet. You're just gonna take your butter here and you're gonna lather that up on your bread, you feel me? Make sure you get all the corners because you want it to be delectable, you feel me, cuz? You can scrape easily there and spread that across the corners, you feel me? You don't want the burnt edges and a good middle. You want an even little layer for your guests, you feel me? The little thugs on the set, they want an even little layer, all right? So next, what you're gonna do is take some sugar, you feel me? Here at Ghetto Gourmet, you never pay for what you can get for free. So I went to Jack in the Box, you feel me? And I took a whole bunch of these little sugars. So now we got our sugar here, and you're just gonna lay that across. Now some chefs, you feel me, they don't wanna put the sugar on first, but I like to get that caramelized flavor, you feel me? So you just wanna sprinkle gingerly your sugar on your toast, you feel me? Evenly across. You want a good little caramelization on your situation. So that's one pack. It's not really enough because we want our kids and the little homies on the set to have a little treat. So we're gonna sprinkle that gingerly across. Make sure you get all over the corners and everywhere. Yeah, you feel me, cuz? That's about to be off the hook. Yeah. So we're gonna put this in the oven. You gotta make sure you watch it, you feel me? Because the thing with toast is, once it's burnt, you can't come back. You want a golden brown, you don't want a Wesley Snipes black, you feel me? You want Chris Brown, not Wesley Snipes, you feel me? So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. We already got it set to 500, you feel me? And we just gonna watch it. All right, you feel me? The toast is just about done. We're gonna take it out of the oven now, you feel me? And just like that, you got some burnt Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The sirens is burning. We kind of messed this one up. We didn't put enough butter on the side. You feel me? But you get the point, you feel me? You gotta do what you gotta do. We got sirens coming. We can't have the police coming. And thank you for tuning in to Ghetto Gourmet. Come back next week. You feel me? I was gonna make it again and show y'all what it looked like, but we ain't got enough bread to be showing y'all. You feel me? You get the point. Wash your toast and put your butter on around the edges and you'll get it tight. You feel me? I'm Young Loc for Ghetto Gourmet. We'll see you again next week. Ghetto Gourmet on the set, guys.
What's up, everybody? It's Kev on stage. Go subscribe to my YouTube page. And don't you be bitter. Just follow me on Twitter. What's up, everybody? It's Kev on stage. Go subscribe to my YouTube page. And don't you be bitter. Just follow me on Twitter. It's Kev on stage. Kev on stage. Go subscribe to my YouTube page. It's Kev on stage. Kev on stage. Go subscribe to my YouTube page. It's Kev on stage. On stage, don't subscribe to my
As one of the original founders of the hip-hop movement, Russell Simmons was instrumental in creating what is now a multi-billion-dollar industry. In his latest venture, he now teaches the art of entrepreneurship to young would-be moguls. I'm Kelsey Hubbard, joined now by Russell Simmons, the CEO of Rush Communications. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, for some people, it's so hard to take that original idea and then actually take it to the entrepreneurial stage and then grow that into a huge money-making business. So what gave you the courage to first start out and get through those steps and create the company that you did?
I was very lucky. I found a passion in music, and that music caused me to want to share it. You know, I mean, I think that's what we wake up, we have something we want to give, and we go to work on it. What you use the perfect word, courage. You know, you have to be able to resist. People will want you to do the traditional thing or the conventional thing. So if you have this idea and you want to share it with the world, and the world is only has a few ideas in works, and the rest of all the ideas are, bound, there's so much that's not being done. So in other words, if you're an entrepreneur, you just see any of those many things, God gives you so many talents, any of those things would do. You can be anything you want to be, and you can start today, as opposed to waiting for some opportunity.
So tell me, when you started to get a larger company, when you went from being the entrepreneur to a larger established company, did you have to change your management style and your leadership style when you had people working for you and the company grew?
A lot of times, in many instances, I built companies where I was the only one that believed. And then someone else would come along, and because they see it starting to happen, they would find a part, that they could play a role, and they would help me to build that company. And over a period of time, some of those executives became more equipped to manage those companies than I did. And I was able to move outside of those companies and start another process. That's been my experience, because I like to give equity and incentive to people. So my experiences are that, I start alone. I have this idea, and mostly my ideas are kind of quirky. No one wanted to do poetry on television. No one wanted to do comedy in the way that we did comedy, certainly. And people didn't believe in it. They certainly didn't believe in rap music or in this fashion venture that we started 20 years ago. So it was the only one. There were no African Americans, there were no companies like ours, and there was no real distribution of the kind of ideas I was producing. So I've had the experience of doing things that were fairly unique.
And talk to me about this new venture you're doing, Race to Be, where you're actually teaching or encouraging young, creative people to be entrepreneurs. Is that something you can teach someone?
Well, I think you just have to remind them that, they're not going to starve. People are fearful,
Right.
They're fearful. They think that they have to accomplish something immediately and that they're going to be secure somehow, but they have to know that there's security is already in them, and they have to operate from that kind of abundance that's inside them. And I try to promote that to young people. I think it's a very, very core skill, is to keep rebuilding faith. That's something you teach, faith. You teach by example. You point out to them that they're safe, and so that's part of how you build entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure.
I've been speaking with Russell Simmons, the CEO of Rush Communications. I'm Kelsey Hubbard for the Wall Street Journal Digital Network.
First you came and swept my feet right off the ground.